Hey there, you beautiful soul. Do you want to know what a psychic attack is? How it works? What the consequences are and the symptoms? And above all, how to recognize when you're under a psychic attack. Are you targeted? Keep watching because I'm going to reveal everything you want to know about it. A psychic attack can be described as the manipulation of dark, negative energies by someone and sending that dark and negative energy to you or to an object that represents you. In short, it is an attack on your energy system because that is what a psychic attack does. It attacks your energy system. That's always the entering point when you're under attack. A psychic attack can be intentional or not intentional. There's a big difference there. So when it's intentional, you can think about things like black magic or sorcery. This is often done by people that intentionally want to cause you harm. And it can be someone that knows you and wants to take revenge or has bad intentions for you. And another form that I want to talk about with you, not in too much detail today, I will get back on that later on, not in this video, but I will talk about more about that. There is an elite class here in this society that is the hidden power behind everything. And these elites don't have the best intentions for many people. They manipulate society, so they target you. And especially when you have spiritual gifts or you are spiritually a little bit further, like you are high sensitive or you have psychic talents or things like that, they don't want you to have that. They want you to live under fear. They want to suppress you. And that is why they attack people, to keep people in fear and to lower your power, your life source, your life energy. That is a form of psychic attack as well. And I will create a video about that one because that is something I can tell you much more about. It will be too much detail for this video, but be aware of that. People can be targeted and you can be a target too. So, and there is also the not intentional way of psychic attack. And is it an attack then? Yes, it is. Because even if it's not done intentional, it still is an attack. And when does that happen? That happens, for example, when someone thinks negative thoughts about you, and especially when they do that for a long, long time and with a lot of power, when they are really, really mad at you. So that can be an attack too, because thoughts are energy, Everything is energy. Remember that. Everything is energy. And your thoughts are energy and are very powerful energy. And we are all connected. So what I think right now will influence the entire system. Okay, it's not that strong that I can make the earth explode or something all at once. I'm happy I can't, and that other people can't do that either. But remember that thoughts do have power over you, okay, and over other people. So also, when you are thinking negative about another person, it is not harmless, it is not innocent. That is why it's so important to be aware of what you think. That is not only for you, for your life, but it's also for the well being of humanity and especially for the people that you think about. So, be aware of that. A psychic attack can be done non-intentional through negative thinking about a person. And this person can be you, or it can be that you think about another person in a negative way, and then you are attacking that person as well. And especially when that is with power and for a long time. Okay, so when someone is really, really having a bad thought about you and is having that for many, many days or even weeks or months or years, it has consequences. Psychic attacks, by the way, can also come from the spirit world. So when someone that has made his or her transition died and is now in the spirit world and is still full of hate about someone, and that person might be you. I don't hope for you that that is the case, but it might be. Then you can also be psychic attacked by that spirit. So it does happen. It does happen. Not very often, but it does happen. So I have to mention it as well. You can categorize psychic attacks on four levels. One is the physical level, two is the mental level, three is the emotional level, and four is the spiritual level. Well, when it's on a physical level, which happens a lot, it will cause many symptoms. It can cause many symptoms, and you don't have to experience every single symptom, but it can vary from itches and rashes. It can also be physical pain. It can cause you to be tired, or it just can attack your physical well being. It can attack your immune system. It can cause many, many, many things on the physical level, and especially when there is no medical explanation for it, it might be a psychic attack from someone else. So that's always something you need to be aware about. But please first consult your doctor before you think you're under a psychic attack. Okay, so be wise and well, I need to tell you that. Okay, on the mental level, it can mess up with your mind and your brain, and this can cause you, for example, to think negative, you know, and especially when you're a very positive person and you all of a sudden start to think negative things and it feels like it's not your thoughts, it's not your energy, then the chance is high that you are under a psychic attack. And it can also cause um, things like problems with your memory, problems to focus, to concentrate on stuff. It even can cause depression if it's a severe attack on your mental level. All right. And often it is combined that you are attacked on the psychic, or on the physical level, on the emotional level, on the mental level, on the spiritual level. Okay, so it can be on many different levels or one single level. It depends. If someone is thinking, oh, I wish Jane had a bad headache. I really wish that for her. And that person keeps thinking and thinking it, okay, it will arrive. And if Jane is sensitive to that energy, then she will receive it, okay? And the same for the mental stuff. It really can be from someone else. Not always, but it can be, okay? On the emotional level, they mess up with your emotions. So you can experience anxiety, fear, sadness that is not yours. Also, feelings of being down and feeling anger all of a sudden. Raging, and you don't understand why you are raging all of a sudden because that is not your personality. It might be a psychic attack. Be aware of that. But often it causes fear and being nervous and feeling so powerless, feeling weak. That is often what the elites do. They target you when you are a targeted individual, and there are many targeted individuals nowadays. They want you to be fearful because when you're fearful, they have power over you. Remember that. And especially when you're not the type of person to be fearful and all of a sudden you feel fear, chances are that you are under such an attack. Okay? Be aware of it. All right? And then we have the spiritual, or I rather say the astral level. So they attack your spiritual bodies. You have several spiritual and astral bodies that are energetic. Okay, we cannot see them. And the aim for attacking you on that level is to disconnect you from your source. That's the only reason why they attack you on that level, is to disconnect you from your source. And when do you feel that? When you start doubting whether spiritual things are true, whether there is a spirit world, whether God exists, or whether source exists, or the universe, or whatever your higher power is that you believe in, that you feel confused about it, that you are really, really, really feeling doubtful. And you never had that before because you have a strong belief, strong faith in intuition, in spiritual things, and all of the sudden that is gone. You can bet you are under some kind of attack, of psychic attack, when that happens. Okay? So, those are the 4 levels where psychic attacks occur. Then the next question, of course, is how to recognize a psychic attack. When do you know when it's a psychic attack, or that it's just you feeling sad or afraid of something? When is it you from you, or when is it a psychic attack? Well, one common symptom of a psychic attack is that it feels that it's not yours. It is not something that happens to you easily. When you're all of a sudden fearful, when you're never fearful, or when you feel depressed all of a sudden without a reason, it feels alien almost. But be also aware that it can feel like it's yours, especially when someone is doing black magic on you, when it's intentional. They can pick your weak spots. We all have our weaknesses. You might be easily depressed. And when a person knows this and attacks you intentional, you might think it is you actually. So, but what can you do to recognize it? There is a way to recognize it. So let's say you feel energy coming or a thought in your mind telling you that you are depressed or that you are fearful or that you have to do something or whatever it is, or you sense an energy form in your environment. You know, when you're sensitive to that, you might experience that. Okay, so what can you do then? One very important thing is to ask, are you from the light? Or are you from the divine light? Or are you from source light? Or are you from the universal light? Pick your own words, but ask whether the energy form is from the light. One very important, well, you can call it a universal law, is that no entity can lie to you if you ask for it. You have to ask for it. If you don't ask for it, negative energy thinks it's welcome. Okay? So, and then it will enter your system without your permission, even when it's negative. So you have to ask whether it's from the light. And then when you have asked that question, be very, very aware of the way you feel. Notice how you feel after asking that question. And if it feels negative, or you feel tired or down or not so pleasant emotions and feelings, then it's not from the light. Okay? If you feel well and loved and light and warm or tingling, then it's from the light. But when it's not, when you get the signals that it's not from the light, then simply send it away. Demand that energy to leave you. So say something like, go away, leave my world, leave me alone. You are not welcome. You don't have my permission. And they have no choice but to leave you. That is a way to send such energies away before they even can hurt you. So that's why it's so important to be aware of your emotions, your feelings, and the energy around you, and you can learn that. And many of you already are, so this is essential to do. Don't skip this. Don't do that. All right? Psychic attacks are real. You are not crazy if you think you're under a psychic attack. When you are a targeted person, a targeted individual, you are not crazy. So don't believe people that tell you you are crazy, okay? Because you are not. Maybe it's not always a psychic attack. You need to learn to recognize the difference. But when it happens, and it's very real, and we need to be aware of it. That's important, okay? The good news is that you can protect yourself from psychic attacks. You really can. And I have created a video about it as well. You can find the link in the description of this video, okay? So I will learn you how to protect yourself and what, especially also what you can do when you are under a psychic attack already. So there's hope. You can free yourself. It's not that difficult, and I will help you with that. Okay, so do you have questions about what I've told? Please ask your questions in the comments. Did you recognize it? Are you under a psychic attack? Does someone attack you or something? Do you know who it is? Don't you? Please share your story. Feel free. And I will always give you a personal reply. I will always get back to you, and I will do that in person. I don't have assistants or something like that. You are important, and I care about you, and I wish you well. I want the best for you, and please feel free to share. Do that. Do that. Please do that. Okay. So if you don't want to miss another video from me, then subscribe to my channel. And did you like this video? I really appreciate your like, so you can like it there. But only if you liked it. Only if you liked it. I'm not forcing you to do anything. And beautiful soul, stay safe. I'm with you. And right now, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you healing energy. And I hope you can feel it, because I really care about your well being. And I want you to be safe. I want you to be happy, healthy, wealthy, and have a great life. Until the next video.